The National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for lakeshore waters of northeast and northwest Ohio, including the following. From lakeshore waters from the islands to Vermilion, Ohio, Reno Beach to the islands, Ohio, and Maumee Bay to Reno Beach, Ohio. If you are located in any of these lakeshore areas, move inland to higher ground immediately. At 1:52 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on June 5, 2008, a major earthquake with a magnitude of a 9.1 struck 40 miles offshore from the city of Cleveland, Ohio on Lake Erie. The earthquake has generated a tsunami, and residences along the lakeshore are to evacuate to higher ground immediately. This includes rivers along the lakeshore. Impact times are as follows. Avian Point by 2:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Vermilion by 2:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Sandusky, Ohio by 2:55 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the Islands by 2:56 a.m., Reno Beach, Ohio by 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Harborview, the Maumee River and Willow Beach by 3:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, or television outlets for the latest on this situation.
Urgent message for the following counties in Ohio: Lucas and Wood. The National Weather Service in Detroit, Pontiac, in cooperation with the National Weather Service in Cleveland, has issued a flood warning for residents near the Maumee River near Toledo and rural areas of Lucas and Wood counties. At 2:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the National Weather Service has indicated a devastating tsunami on Lake Erie due to a magnitude 9.1 earthquake. The tsunami will approach the Maumee River by 3:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and the waves from this tsunami will result in flooding along the Maumee River. Devastation is expected, and residences along and near the Maumee River need to evacuate immediately due to the situation. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, or television outlets on this situation.
This is the National Weather Service with a tsunami warning from the National Tsunami Warning Center. A tsunami has been generated as a result of a 9.1 magnitude earthquake 40 miles off the coast of Cleveland, Ohio, near the Canadian border. The tsunami is expected to impact portions of West Lake Erie, including the following: West Bay, North Maumee Bay, and the Ottawa River. A flood warning is also in effect for portions of the Ottawa River and areas along and within North Maumee Bay. A flood warning is also in effect for portions of the Detroit River and potentially into Lake St. Clair. Areas connected to the Maumee Bay and West Lake Erie need to evacuate now due to this potential tsunami.
Your attention, please. This is the emergency public warning system. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
This is a tsunami warning for areas along the Detroit River and Lake Erie in Essex County. The Government of Canada has issued a tsunami warning for the Detroit River and the Lake Erie side of Essex County. Residences along the Detroit River, Lake Erie, and their respective tributaries are to evacuate the area if you are near the water. A tsunami generated 12 miles southwest of Port Elma, Ontario, or 40 miles off the coast of Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States is expected to impact western portions of Lake Erie and its tributaries within the next hour. Tsunami wave heights cannot be predicted. A tsunami is a series of water waves, which are not surfable. All shores are at risk, no matter which direction they face. You should remain well away from these shorelines until the tsunami threat subsides. Debris picked up by a tsunami also poses a significant threat. The tsunami waves are expected to be amplified once these waves reach its tributaries or the Detroit River. Mariners should remain offshore due to this tsunami threat. If you cannot evacuate, go up to the highest point of a building. This concludes this message from the Ontario Emergency Public Warning System.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Erie County Emergency Management. A tsunami has hit Erie County, including the cities of Sandusky, Port Clinton, Huron, Beulah Beach, and Vermilion. The tsunami has caused moderate damage to these areas. At this time, residences who have evacuated the area are not allowed to return home at this time due to thick mud and debris on the roads. The tsunami warning issued for Erie County has been allowed to be canceled by emergency management officials.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Lucas County Emergency Management. Moderate damage has been reported from the tsunami that impacted the cities of Shoreland and Reno Beach. Moderate damage has also been reported in the city of Toledo. Along the Maumee and Ottawa rivers, the tsunami has flooded most of the roads in that region, and evacuees are ordered not to return to the area until further notice due to thick mud and debris on the roads. This has been a civil emergency message from the Lucas County Emergency Management.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Wayne County Emergency Management. Tsunami flooding has been confirmed in areas along the Detroit River. Moderate to heavy damage has been reported. Residents who live along the Detroit River and its tributaries are to stay away from the area until further notice, due to mud and debris in the area. The tsunami warning for Wayne, Macomb, and St. Clair counties has been canceled as tsunami activity has ceased and no longer poses a threat to the area.
The emergency alert system has been activated. Please tune to Channel 11 for further details.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. A site area emergency has been declared at the Enrico Fermi Nuclear Generating Station in Newport, Michigan, due to a power failure and a breakdown of safety systems at the plant. Earlier this morning, a tsunami had struck the plant, and it is believed that the damage, as a result, has caused these series of events. An voluntary evacuation order has been issued for a 10-mile radius from the plant, due to the potential release of radioactive materials that could end up in the air. This includes portions of northeastern Monroe and southeastern Wayne counties. Stay tuned to television or radio for the latest on this situation.
This is a nuclear power plant warning for portions of southeast Michigan and northwest Ohio. The following message is transmitted at the request of emergency management officials for the states of Michigan and Ohio. This is not a test. Plant officials have declared a general emergency at the Enrico Fermi Nuclear Generating Station due to radioactive smoke being uncontrollably released into the air. Due to gusty winds in the area, residences within a 50-mile radius are to evacuate immediately due to this general emergency. This is a mandatory evacuation order for a 50-mile radius from the plant.
Your attention, please. This is the emergency public warning system. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
The entire county of Essex and portions of Chatham, Kent have been ordered to immediately evacuate, due to plant officials in the United States declaring a general emergency at the Enrico Fermi Nuclear Generating Station. This is due to the plant having no control over releases of radioactive smoke. The Government of Canada has ordered a mandatory evacuation order for all of Essex County and portions of Chatham-Kent County. This is a mandatory evacuation order.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates.
Barbara Smith.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Barbara Smith.
What is your name again?
Barbara Smith.
Okay, date of birth.
6/27/46.
Okay, hang on. It's not ready yet, Miss Smith.
What?
The following message is transmitted at the request of local emergency management officials. There has been an explosion at the Enrico Fermi Nuclear Generating Station that, according to satellite images, impacted a 10-mile radius from the plant.
The explosion was believed to be a partial meltdown of the plant's structure. Residents who did not leave the area are to evacuate. However, wait until officials come to your door to give you a nuclear mask and evacuate the area as quickly as possible. The threat of a full meltdown of the plant may exist. Due to this, if you are in the 50-mile radius, you must evacuate before the potential larger explosion and shockwave may reach you. This concludes this message from the Michigan Emergency Management Agency.
Well, it so happens, I am the manager. You are banned from this store. You tried to mess with me. You will now have a hard time getting your medicine.
Please give me my medicine.
No, you have caused enough of a scene.
Mom and Dad?
Well, according to Steelco's advice, we think you should get a job.
No.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Michigan Emergency Management Agency. This is an all clear for all but the 10-mile radius from the Enrico Fermi nuclear power plant, due to it being uninhabitable due to radiation in the area. The explosion, from what is believed to have been a partial meltdown, was proven to have released radioactive materials into the 10-mile radius. This includes the city of Monroe, Michigan. Residents within the 10-mile radius are not allowed to return to the area. However, everyone else outside the 10-mile radius are allowed to return home.